empty space.
What does an empty space mean? Its influence is not felt. Empty space, we learned in volume number 1, means there the influence of the light is not felt. What's the difference between before Tzimtzum and Ein Sof or after Tzimtzum? Before Tzimtzum, there was no place, no empty space. What does that mean? The light filled every area. What does that mean? There was no room. There was no room for us even, that's why the bread of shame came about, because the vessel had no place, nothing to add. Nothing to add. That was the problem that created bread of shame. In other words, the light filled every place, it says. It filled all existence, meaning every desire to receive was totally influenced by the light of the Ein Sof. So there was no room. What could the vessel do to earn it? Nothing. Nothing. Therefore, there was a tzimtzum, created an empty space.
So, tzimtzum referred to the time, the original restriction in the endless. Prior to the original restriction, when we were one with the light, how the universe started, there was no empty space. No empty space means the light filled the vessel completely. We had everything. Nothing was missing. We're one with the light. It's not such a thing, I'm trusting the light, I feel the light. There's no such a thing, trusting. There's no process. I'm not looking for the light. We were one with the light. We had the light. Imagine all day long you feel total fulfillment. And as a result, all your potential is actualized. All day long. There's no room, there's no space, everything is there. You see all the data, they're connected. Everything that look back, you realize it's not bad because you see the light and you see the blessing within everything. No space. That's how the universe began. And then, for the purpose of tikkun, for the purpose of transformation, for the purpose of correction, there was a space between the light and the vessel. So space, what does the space really mean? We want to find tools to remove the space or to get closer, to fill it with true certainty. What is that space? Space is, I'm finally deciding I want to work on myself. And I want to stop being a victim about something that bothers me and stop blaming and willing to take responsibility, because I heard in the class, when you are taking responsibility, you're bringing light into your life. You're going through a major challenge in your life and you finally say no. Take responsibility. It's in your life for a reason. What can you change? Forget about them. And you look inside and you work on yourself, and initially you feel good, but then you still feel empty. I'm taking responsibility, but I'm empty. So you fall into blaming a little bit and complaining a little bit, which actually suddenly you get energy from it a little bit. From the bottom, yes? You get energy from the bottom. So what is the empty space? Even though I'm doing the right thing, I still don't feel the light yet. That's what free will is about. If every time I will do the right thing, I will feel the light of the Creator, if there's no empty space, right away I'm connected, so where's the free will? So that empty space was given to us in order to become the co-creator. So even though there is empty space, which is illusion by the way, the fact that I don't feel the light when I'm doing the right thing, the fact that I don't feel justice when things seem to be chaotic and random, the fact that I'm trying to be as spiritual as I can and I don't see transformation in my life, the fact that intellectually I get a concept but I'm not able to adapt it and to internalize it, the fact that I'm learning all this amazing thing about life but I still feel there's chaos, there's random, it's just intellectual, it's just imagination, that's an empty space. I'm trying to do the right thing, I don't feel the light, I don't see results, and we all have areas in our life. And even though we wake up to do the right thing, or we're trying to do the right thing, we don't feel the light. We don't see results. We don't see changes. We don't feel, wow, here is the light is with me. We don't. But it has to be this way. Because all our job in life is to remove the gap through consciousness of emuna. Emuna means consciousness of total knowingness and certainty, as if I know the light is with me. I know the light is with me. Feel it or don't feel it, that's the illusion that I have to undergo. The space that I feel is the illusion of this world, is the test of this world. Do I feel, when somebody acknowledge my good deeds, do I feel space or I feel right away energy? Right away energy. If you want to identify if something comes from the light and something comes from Satan or from the dark side, every time I'm getting immediate great feelings, you need to understand, maybe there's some light in it as well. It's not every time I'm getting some positive feedback, it's darkness. No. But I have to understand, when I'm getting immediate positive feedback, means no space. It's indication I'm fed by my ego. Doesn't mean we are righteous. It's okay to have a little ego until we'll be able to reach such a high level. But every time I'm getting immediate return, I have to understand I'm fed by my ego. In a real spiritual practice of transformation, which real spiritual practice is removing empty space in our life, is I'm doing the right action, I don't feel necessarily the energy, but with my consciousness I'm sure the light is with me, period. Don't doubt it. It's there. But I don't feel it, I don't want to go there. As the Rav Bronwyn told the Rav, at the moment you ask him, how come? When will it come? When I'll see the results? You fall in the world of klipot. Because the questions about time and how come not and the terms is the world of ego and klipot and negativity and darkness. I'm entered to that realm. So how do I remove the space? By doing the two actions. The right actions followed with certainty. It's not easy. It's not easy. But the root cause of all the empty space is not that I'm not doing enough positive action. If I'm doing the right thing, it's supposed to get me further. It's supposed to get me closer to the light. Rav Ashlag saying something amazing. He's saying, if you're just doing spiritual action of giving, spiritual action of meditation, spiritual action of transformation, if you're just focusing on that, but you don't find a way to improve your level of certainty, level of certainty means when I'm experiencing empty space, means I don't feel the light in my life, is the ability to trust in spite of not feeling that it's there. And because of that trust, and because of that certainty, eventually you will feel as well. And if we are not increasing our level of certainty of emuna, and the space is not going to be removed, that spiritual action are not going to make a difference in our life. The root of lack of giving is not improving fundamentally the level of certainty, the level of emuna, the level of true trust. If not improving daily, that's the root cause. Actually saying something else. He's saying if a person doing all the spiritual actions and it doesn't improve the level of certainty, it might cause actually that a person becomes further away from the light. Let me again share what does it mean level of certainty. Level of certainty is when I'm going through tough time, when I have no certainty at all, I believe I'm going through a bad period. When I have certainty in spite of the tough time, I believe I'm growing and it's a blessing and it's opportunity to cleanse. What is level of certainty? Level of certainty that I have total trust without shadow of a doubt that in this world there's perfect laws of cause and effect, action and reaction. That every positive action attracts light and blessing into my life even though I don't see it and I don't feel it now. And every time I'm going through some negative experience, it's a consequence of some disconnect from the light, and it's to help me to grow and to learn lessons about how can I change and improve. Total certainty refer to even the tools that we're using. Total certainty that as I'm scanning the Zohar and using the Zohar, I am actually drawing huge amount of light regardless if I don't feel it. And as my certainty is improved, I will feel it also. Let's close our eyes and start with deep breathings. As you breathe in, you feel you let the light in. As you breathe out, you let go of space, of disconnect, of fears, of victim. As you breathe in, you feel allness, complete, one. Now breathe regularly, feel at peace. Envision yourself giving, helping, sharing, loving with open heart in a way that will really express your true soul desire. You can find yourself in a beautiful place in nature, a place that you feel comfortable, but allow yourself to be the best version that you would love to be. Especially, let's say, you know you have issue of not being able to be present with some people. See yourself so present, so attentive, so loving. If you feel in certain areas you're too stingy and too worried and fearful, envision yourself giving and generous and flowing. And what allows you to be that giving, that open heart, is now it's infused with certainty and trust and knowing the light will take care. See yourself in those areas. It's not so easy for you to be as open, as giving, as joyful, as trusting. See yourself embracing that energy of love, of connecting, of being present, with trust, with no worries. And the reason you're able to do it now is because you feel that energy of trust and certainty, that the light will take care. The light is with you, regardless the rewards that you're going to get or not from other people. You're feeling the force of Vayechi within you. Force of the light is with you. There's nothing that withhold you. You're trusting, and as a result, you're a giver. Include to yourself. I'm going to count now for 1 to 5. And in 5, we'll have another 1 deep breathing in and then breathing out. And we'll open our eyes, carrying that energy of certainty with us. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.